there, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. I'm just doing kind of a special video today because I'm celebrating my 1000th subscriber on YouTube. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed. And if you haven't, apparently about 65% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribers. It would really help me if you would. And I think you'll enjoy getting notifications of journals as soon as they're made, because they do sell quickly once they're up. I want to show you today my favorite books. So these are antique books that I can't part with for the most part, and just some because they're so incredibly old. This is a beauty, this little one here. It is from the mid-1800s. I just love the little cover on it. And this one is so sweet. Canterbury Poet. Look at this. I mean, it is, I want to say this one is 1886. It is. And it's just exquisite. It's too tiny to be a journal, and it's too precious to be a mini journal. This I love. It's called Longfellow's Birthday Book from 1919. And this belonged to Myrtle Green, and she wrote down the birthdays of all of her friends and family in here. And I love, sometimes she put the year they were born, which are the 1800s. It's just fantastic. I love it. And then this one here is, I like this one because it says peaceful and happy on the inside. And it's, of course, it's disintegrating, but it's from 1853. It's probably published much earlier than that, looking by the font and the way it was made, but it was inscribed in 1853. And this one here is, I can't believe it still has its original cloth cover on it. It was hand done. Somebody put that over top, and I'm too afraid to remove it to see what's underneath. But that is 1838. Isn't that cool? So those are my oldest books. I'm going to put them over there. This is just one of my favorites because it's beautiful. Short stocks. It is full of the most beautiful plates. Oh, just absolutely stunning. I love everything about it. This I'm never giving away. It's so beautiful, but I wanted to share that with you, how pretty that was. And here are more of my very favorites. I actually use these antique reading glasses sometimes. I can't find mine. This one here, because if you know me, you know that I love, love, love The Fiddle. So this is a fun one here from 1909. And there's not a lot of interesting things on the inside, but it is just the cover that I absolutely love. And I think I'm going to keep that forever. I'll probably make it a journal for myself. This one here, I have been asked a dozen times if I will please sell this by people who come into my studio, but no, because this is a Thornton Burgess, and it's the Burgess Bird Book for Children. It's just got the most spectacular plates in it, and I just can't believe I'm lucky enough to own that, and love it. And this is another one here, Birdland Stories, and early 1900s is all that it said in there, but it's also got some really lovely plates, which are photographs, which for the early 1900s, these are really quite spectacular. So those are some of my favorites. This here I'm considering making into a journal. Oh my goodness, I better pull that out a bit. It is huge. And it's one of the old photograph albums. But isn't that beautiful? I have long since pulled out a lot of the photos, left some in. I would reuse some of these framed plates here, but yeah, put in my own things. So I'm still considering that. If you're interested in any of these, my email's below. Message me. Now, here are some that are not only some of my favorites, but even though they're in terrible condition, my book guy has told me they've got quite a bit of value, so I'm going to hang on to them. And what made me think of this is a viewer and a avid purchaser of my journals asked if I would sell one of these, but because they're so rare, I thought I would hold on to them. This one is called The Sinking of the Titanic. Now, what's interesting about this is they had originally started making it the sinking of great sea disasters, but as they were making this book, the Titanic sank. So they quickly pivoted and made this into the sinking of the Titanic and great sea disasters. It is published in 1912, the same year the Titanic sunk. So even though it is in terrible shape, it does still have the spine, so a master could fix that, do repairs to that. And it has just the most incredible photographs in here. So for a Titanic collector, I guess this would be quite a find. And it's got stories of the survivors in here. It's really quite special. And I'm not even going to tell you what I paid for that, because somebody just did not know its value. And then here is the Wizard of Oz. How cool is this? Now, this was originally published in 1898, I think. This reminds me of the cartoon from the 60s. So, copyright in 1899 by Frank Baum, and then it was published in 1903. So this is the 1903 version. How cool is that? And The Wizard of Oz just happens to be my favorite book. And it's just, oh my God, it's really special. So I wanted to share that with you, that I don't just go out and get books and rip them apart. I have a passion for these. I really, really do. I'm going to show you some children's books. This one my son and his girlfriend gave to me. They found it in a thrift store, a box of smiles, and they said it reminds them of me, because I'm quite a happy person. And it's just got these wonderful, it's got 6 plates that are in perfect condition. And this is early 1920s. No, sorry, much earlier than that. I think it's 1917. 1917. It was inscribed, so it could be even earlier than that. But it's the most lovely little book. It's got the most beautiful plates. So that's really special to me. This one here, I'm going to turn it into a journal someday. And I have a client who's probably going to look at this right now and go, I need it. It's huge. She likes really, really big books. But the illustrations in here are spectacular. Look at these. Oh my Lord, it's just wonderful. It's just that it's an odd shape. I don't mind doing large books for custom orders. Again, email me below. But this one is not that, what the heck? Horizontal. This one's horizontal. And yeah, so it's a project that I may undertake someday if somebody really wants me to. I'm sorry about the clanking, that's me. This one is one of my favorites, the Eaton's Children's Annual. And it has 14 colored plates. And again, this will show you that I really do receive books in really bad condition. And that's when I know I could let them go. Look at the fun plates in here though. So it's just filled with these really beautiful, beautiful plates. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So that's a very special one too. I could let that one go as a journal plate. Somebody really was passionate about it. Another one here, Little Bo Peep's Animal Stories, those fuzzy cardstock pages that I always talk about. This one here, A Child's Book of Verse. It is just magical. Look at this. It's gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of Water Babies, which is a classic as well. And I have a bunch of these, the Big Budget for Boys. This particular one is a boys book, and then I have quite a few of the girls books as well that have been turned into journals. And then these are just ones that are exquisite and they're beautiful. So Water Babies classic here, and it is quite old and in very good shape. Look at that. Classic. You'll see this image a lot because it's quite famous. This one is just stunning. Cape Cod Folks. Evangeline, a classic, and you'll see it in every antique bookstore. But this is just a really beautiful, beautiful edition with gorgeous plates in it. So I'm going to hold on to that one. And then this one is just stunning. Isn't that lovely? So I hope you liked my little journey of my favorite books. And don't forget to visit me at Laura at Hyperstamper. Sorry, that's my email, laura@hyperstamper.com, or go to Etsy, hyperstamper.etsy.com, to see these made into beautiful journals. Thanks. And thanks for following me.